All right, let's get some lore. If I can find the transition button, there we go.
If I can find either of these streams.
Do you need a multi-twitch?
No, they just, I don't know. Multi-Twitch doesn't like it when someone's offline and then goes live, I guess. All right. Find the Small Boy's Wallet is a point-and-click escape game developed by Games 2 Jolly Team. We know that you're a great fan of escape games. That doesn't mean you should not like puzzles. Here we are to present you a photo. It's a cocktail. It's the same one. Good luck and have a fun.
At least we're having a fun this time. Look at me being responsible. I did not do that one. And I'm wondering what happened last night to warrant that be put on.
Good stuff. All right, we got a lot of bips and bobs here.
Oh, look, we're making a bourbon.
Yep. 9. I don't think I've ever seen one of these that was locked behind some kind of clue. So whenever you see one of these, it's a good idea to just do it.
We got a cherry for assembling the bourbon.
It's a fruit.
Is it tomato?
I think I've seen one that was an identical sprite that said tomato.
I tried to feed the man. It's not working.
No, he doesn't want tomatoes. He wants his wallet.
Okay.
That's this. I guess the small boy doesn't look very small. It looks like a man. It looks like just a full-grown man.
It's a man's man.
Jack is trying to construct the bird and immediately knows that the framing is such that the head is all the way in the top left corner. It's not so easy to figure out at a glance like that.
Smooth move.
New Year. It's probably the plain text. Like, oh no, it's probably January 01 that goes into that lock. God, what?
Put the fruit into the thing that looks like it's mashing them.
What is? So I guess that pipe is supposed to be like spinning.
Maybe. Sure doesn't look like it.
All right, the sign's now interactable. Now that they found the clue for it. Wheels spinning a little bit for MarshMaster on that word number lock. MarshMaster's getting done in, not noticing the lines on the grid are indicating which ones can be swapped with which. Well, I say grid. It's not really the right word. Network, I guess.
Hex. Yo, we're getting the 166 strong raid from Bro Sensha. Thank you all.
Welcome, everyone. This is the Jolly Escape Tournament. It is a tournament of cheesy flash games put out by games2jolly.com. They make one every day. They've accrued a catalog of like 1,600 flash games, and we're just pulling them out at random and racing them. So this is game 1 of a best of 3. Jakazam is about to know that New Year, clued on a piece of paper elsewhere, is meant to have you put January 01 into this lock, and that's going to let her pull ahead in this race.
And that makes a levels puzzle, it seems.
Yep. 1, 4, 5 on these switches need to be up. Is cluing a series of lefts and rights. Somewhere there should be 7 things in a row that can be aligned to the left or the right. Yeah, I think Internet Dirigible, one of our tournament organizers, was responsible for bringing this on to Don't Make Us Bored. So this is a winners 2 match, I think? Yes. This is a double elimination bracket. This is real serious business.
There's some sort of scale. So who's ahead at this point?
Jakazam. MarshMaster's totally stuck until he figures out that this is January 01 that goes into this lock. And Nyaznyar doesn't seem to be what is needed here. Wow, you're supposed to measure the height of these blocks with this ruler.
It's not a scale, it's a ruler. What?
Yeah. It shows the scale of things. I wonder if that's like a European term or something.
Hey Maurice, where are you from again?
In German, it's called a. Wait, what is it called? Lineal. So it's not at all like it.
Okay. Engineering term is scale. Okay.
Oh.
Canada.
Those crazy engineers. What won't they do next?
Canada's fun because the lock is defaulting to A across the whole thing, and there are 3 A's in Canada.
Love it. Easy puzzle.
Us Canadians, we like to keep things, we don't want to get in anyone's way. We want to make things simple.
So the worst thing about this scale is that it doesn't measure from 0. Like you place it and the 9 aligns with the bottom, but then you have to subtract. Like, oh, it starts at 4 to 9, so it's 5 tall.
As somebody who works in a field of almost engineering, yeah, that makes total sense. Love that design.
This green thing goes in here. So these things pop up at certain heights, and now you need to go find some sliders somewhere and move them to the matching height, which Jakazam knows to do immediately.
Get the screwdriver.
And MarshMaster finally is moving on, I think, a little bit, but I think it's going to be too little too late. Jakazam's very far along now.
We got a star.
It's going to do something with these skulls. Okay, there was a color sequence below them. It didn't matter what was plastered above. Okay, I guess the icons didn't matter.
Yeah.
So probably it didn't go left to right, so there was a bit of figuring out which skull was which. But that was done very fast by Jakazam. There it is. Find the boy's wallet. Jolly escape.
Time of 6:46. Not bad at all.
.646 is a very quick time. I think I was gonna say under 10 minutes is generally something you can be happy with, but now that people are getting better at these things, the bar has kind of been raised, and now I think it's more like 8 or 9 minutes is one that you can be happy with. But either way, 6:48 is definitely way up there in terms of the best Jolly escapers. Yeah, and it does, of course, vary from game to game. Some of them are a lot more smaller in scope or straightforward. This one wasn't too bad. Like, you're kind of just moving horizontally from screen to screen, so it just kind of presents all the puzzles straightforwardly. There's very few escape tricks, so to speak. Using inventory items in strange ways wasn't really a thing on this one.
Very smooth process, this one.
Yeah, Games Too Jolly did go up to number 2 on the list of most popular games on Speedruns Live, because every one of these we set the goal to the game name, but we set the game to just Games Too Jolly. So every single match and practice race has been contributing towards a spike in Games Too Jolly on the website.
I'll point out that we shooting up in the ranks of SRL has to be somebody's 2020 moment. They're like, oh god, it can't get any worse. What's this Games to Jolly crap?
No way. This Games Too Jolly has been a blessing upon 2020.
For us.
For anyone cool.
All the people that matter. Look at us. We're being awesome and we're having fun. We're having a fun, not multiple funs. A fun.
Everyone is having a fun.
A single fun. You are allotted one set of fun per day.
MarshMaster is missing 2 gems. And it all stems from this New Year puzzle.
He hasn't figured it out yet. Nope.
That's a 0.
I need to fix that paste bin.
So the intro to all of these games, it gives you like a blurb about what's going on in the game, and it's a copy paste from some other thing they've done where they just swap out the name of the game or whatever. And one of them appears more often than all the others. And it says that just because you like escape rooms doesn't mean you shouldn't like puzzles. So here we present to you a cocktail of both puzzles and escape tricks. And then usually it says good luck and have a fun, which has become a motto of ours. Yesterday, for some reason, after saying we present you a cocktail of puzzles and escape tricks, it said, so gulp it down fast, buddy. Winky face.
All right, so if that's the context, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is.
And so all of us lost our minds collectively that for some reason on the 20th time it had popped up, it was different, and that it was different in that way. And my mind admittedly didn't go to, oh, they mean the cocktail of puzzles and escape tricks that you should gulp down.
No, because it just goes straight to a filthy-minded
I was thinking of something else. But yeah, that's what they meant.
Okay.
The cocktail.
Good grief. This is our lives now. It's gonna be a biannual Games to Jolly tournament.
I want this to be a regular thing. I want a weekly Jolly.
That's the weekly blinds. Is Games to Jolly now. We have to race 3 of them in a row.
Why not? I want a little Jolly in my life.
The continuation races are going to be complete all the Games to Jolly games.
Well, that might be a big ask. There's like 1,600 in the library.
Hey, we'll never run out.
They'll never run out. They make one to this day. Every day, they still make one. They switched from Flash to Unity.
Thank God for that.
Yeah. Apparently, they're like not as good. I've heard they're about the same, but I've also heard they're not as good.
Well, I mean, once you've made every puzzle under the sun.
But they didn't, though. They made like 7, and they just keep doing those 7.
I would say if they're on Flashpoint, they're not doomed. They're not going to be on the internet. Or, like, usable from the internet.
Yeah, you won't be able to play them in a browser, I suppose, the way that you used to be able to, but all the runners are hopefully playing off of Flashpoint, which is a thing you can download that will just has a huge database of Flash games scraped from the internet, and you can sort of download them on an on-demand basis and play them from your computer. They run in something else, I forget, some kind of Flash player on your computer.
Could you imagine if we were playing this in browser?
Boney was playing a couple in the browser because he didn't want to bother with a big download or whatever. And boy,
I wonder how those ads went.
Yeah, if you like advertisements, head over to games2jolly.com. Otherwise, don't.
Like, seriously.
So, MarshMaster has solved absolutely everything except this clue and that puzzle.
Making a comment in race chat. This isn't looking good for my chances in the next race.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see this catching someone out, but if you solve absolutely everything else and you've just got, these very few clues and one's got to go with the other to make something happen, then yeah, it's not looking too good for MarshMaster.
Mulware, can I just say you are on point with your comments?
So I think MarshMaster is just trying to figure out, like, what word could these even make? And a January is a weird word. It's got a J, a U, and a Y. It's got a UA vowel combination, right? Like, it's not a really easy word to puzzle out from an anagram.
No, the answer to the puzzle is New Year's. It's January 1st.
And well, yeah, obviously,
Huh,
but he's not seeing that, so he's trying to do whatever he can.
Okay, sometimes in the heat of the moment, you have trouble seeing the solution to puzzles.
Oh, believe me, I've been there.
We've all been there. This community is founded on that idea.
So that box in the left screen in the bottom left corner is a left-right puzzle, and there's like a progress bar that fills up as you hit the right buttons in the right order. But if you haven't seen the clue to that puzzle, it doesn't let you brute force it, even though it would be pretty easy to do so.
There's a mercy rule, he can forfeit.
Yeah, I mean, you can forfeit at any time. If both racers hate everything and they get to 20 minutes on the timer, then they can agree to just throw it out and race a different one. MarshMaster's just trying to stick with it. Just doesn't want to get beaten by this thing.
Toughing it out. I can respect it.
And around here, yeah, we honor that decision by sticking with them on the restream. Going for the mute button up top.
Hates music, doesn't want any more of it.
Like, yeah, this chill acoustic jam's all right, but after 16 minutes of it,
Can we get some of that soft, shitty Uno jazz?
yeah, that one's pretty common. Maybe we'll pull that in the next game.
Oh, I've had Rainwave on the entire time because I don't expect these games to have good music.
That's for the best.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about that.
As reset, maybe.
Shouldn't MarshMaster press load game?
Oh no, that was an actual reset!
Yeah, could have pressed load game, but didn't. I think MarshMaster is guessing they broke the game and thought, man, I better reload and see if it's fixed. But no, was just not seeing the answer.
Yeah, hate to see it.
Yeah, we did find that soft lock in Enclave something escape.
Yeah, great Enclave escape featured a phone that you punched a number into, and then I thought the phone started ringing, and was like, okay, I don't see what to do with that. That's weird, and I left. And I think everyone was basically of the same mind and all did the same thing. And it turns out it wasn't the phone that was ringing. It was another phone in a hidden compartment behind the phone that
on
was
the same
ringing.
screen.
Yeah. And if you left that screen without clicking on that hidden compartment to reveal the phone that I guess you called, to reveal it and get it, then you couldn't click it anymore. You were just stuck.
Yeah, I actually figured that it was something, we're calling some other cell phone that we have to find now based on some visual hint. But I didn't think it was, like, the notes were coming from exactly where the first phone was.
Right, yeah.
It was so stupid.
Like, it perfectly aligned with the phone. The only reason you suspected anything, I think, is because you spotted a kind of like misaligned gradient on the couch.
Yeah, there was something there.
And just like a line that stopped where it shouldn't have. And you were like, I think there's like a thing there. And I was like, you're crazy, man. This is crazy.
You're having a moment. You need to get some sleep, Maurice.
It wasn't even like there were 3 or 4 rooms, so there wasn't much we could search.
Right.
We
yeah.
just couldn't find it. Like after 5 minutes, we were like in chat. I don't know what I'm doing.
Look,
Yeah.
sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees. All right.
Sometimes you can't see the couch for the phone. And when I say like the phone was in the couch, I don't mean like between the cushions. I mean like a panel opened up on the front part of the couch with a compartment where there was a phone.
Yeah, like don't you hate it when you drop your phone into the couch compartment?
Don Dark, we don't ask questions about how people lose their stuff in these ways. Or how someone gets their wallet trapped in a secret magic box that requires all these puzzles to get solved.
Or like in a well where you need like a hook on a stick to get it back out.
Or like how your car keys, for example, got locked in somebody else's house underneath their stairs.
Oh yeah, can I rant for a second? When I play this game, or any of these games, I find a key, okay? And the key looks like a car key or something. And then I go, okay, so this key goes in a specific type of lock. But the game does not care, because the key actually goes into like, you know, like an old style metal tumbler key lock.
Right.
Like, the game does not care what keys actually look like, and that throws me off, because I don't even try to open certain locks when I have something that looks like a car key.
Yeah, that's your first mistake, is assuming a logic. I mean, I think that sometimes they do. Like sometimes there's like a silver key and a silver lock, and a purple key and a purple lock, but you never know when they're gonna break a rule, basically. So you need to be prepared to ignore every rule.
You know what, guys? I think I just solved Games to Jolly.
Yeah, let's hear it.
The gremlins are doing all this.
They're like the antagonists of the series, causing all the problems.
Yeah.
So we were talking about who are we? Who is the player?
We're the kid from the first Gremlins movie.
I don't think so, because there are some where we can like go through locked walls and like see things we shouldn't be able to see if we had corporeal form. So the current theory put forth from the Jolly Scientists is that we're some kind of ghost on some kind of task force that receives distress calls of varying degrees of severity, like I lost my wallet, or I've been kidnapped by evil businessmen, and they are dispatched to solve the problem.
So what you're telling me is that we're the Ghost Paw Patrol.
Yeah, but just no pause.
Oh,
This looks good.
this looks promising. There's the ... He knows.
R-Y. The new year doesn't start on the 11th.
Long.
Ding, ding, ding.
He's not
Another
amused. ... Oh no.
All right, here we go with the rest of the game. The purple lever into the dog poo. The left-right sequence on the box on the very left of the screen. The word Canada into the 6-letter word lock.
It's all just cruising from here.
There it is. 23:26 is the final time.
GG Marshmaster.
About 5 minutes of that was Marsh replaying the game to ensure that it didn't bug out or anything. So it could have been more like 18 minutes, perhaps. But maybe doing all the other puzzles again kind of just cleared Marshmaster's head because he got it really quick afterwards.
I like his comment. Funny how everything seems obvious once you know the solution.
Let me see if Jack left a comment. Yeah, she did. All right, comments in. I'm going to record this race so we can rematch and move on to game 2.
Definitely helped, because there's this thing where you get stuck on a puzzle and then your brain just shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
You get brain rot. And sometimes you just need like a kick in the pants in order to get it to work again.
It kind of also helps confirm in your mind that, like, yeah, these other things I did, like, those are used. I used this here, I used that there. You kind of mentally tick them all off so that you're sure that whatever is left is only these few things. And so one of these has to go with the other. And maybe it's this.
It does if you just walk away for like a day. Tetrax. I've literally been stuck on Baba Is You puzzles, put the game down, went and played, I don't know, Rune Factory at the time, came back the next morning right before work, and I was like, oh, okay.
I was trying to go to sleep one time, and a Baba solution came to me.
You can't control when your mind's eye opens up.
Yeah, brains are funny that way. They're kind of always working on things in the background. Oh boy, I sure hope that we're going to be able to play Sheep Family Rescue next.
Please let it be a cocktail description. Please let it be a cocktail description. Yeah!
The best thing about this game is that I don't need to adjust the crops.
Nope, not at all. So, Games Too Jolly Sheep Family Rescue is a point-and-click escape game developed by Games Too Jolly team. We know that you are a great fan of escape games, but that doesn't mean that you should not like puzzles. So here we present to you Sheep Family Rescue, a cocktail with an essence of both puzzles and escape tricks. Good luck and have a fun!
So is this like older games usually have the cocktail and newer games have something unique?
I have
Probably.
no idea.
Maybe like they originally did escape games and they went, what if we made puzzles?
What if we made cocktails?
What if we went to bartending school?
Here we go. That's a lot of objects and symbols already on the first screen. Skull's got something wedged in it. Those are some horrifying symbols you gotta flip through on that code. There's a couple wind socks with different colors that are blowing to the left and right. I'm sure that's gonna be some kind of sequence. Oh, they have a number of stripes on them too. One stripe, two stripe, three stripe, four. And it probably goes into that lock that Jakazam's looking at right now. Oh, damn, she just gets it. So many scary little faces.
They are just blazing away through this.
Marshmaster with those colors. There it is. All right, so the 8 levers are going to be the main thing you're collecting to end the game. Silver key doesn't open that door, it opens this door.
You know, this thatch building.
Whoop. Only briefly reveals the shapes. Get ready with your screenshot key. I don't know what's going on with these buttons. Need the clue to interact with them, I guess. Sound. I think we might be dealing with an easy one here.
Maybe.
A lock? Generally, we're in the business of opening locks, not locking things.
He found the lock in a chest.
Good grief. I don't know where we go from here after this tournament. What can we do to top this?
The lock goes in the hole shaped like a lock to open the door. The lock is the key.
Good.
Why?
I'm actually a little bit impressed that Jack got that as quickly as she did. Like that, I don't know. That was just.
It opens the door.
Yeah, Dondarf Snowbonk had it in the chat. They've got they're in the jolly zone. Their mind is in the right place for this. All right, Marshmaster's got it. Immediately goes in, no problem. Jack taking a moment to type whoops. Ah, it's because they closed the whole game. I see.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, usually these let you continue. Just be careful when you're clicking around. Yeah, okay, whoa.
Oh god.
Okay, just a small hiccup. But it has allowed Marshmaster to catch up. Prying open the box with the steel rod, I think, is enough to put Marshmaster in the lead officially.
This is insanity.
So, what can we even interact with?
Is it a tree?
They have these colors in a 2x3 arrangement.
Can you drag them?
No, it looks like you click to change their color. Is this where the windsock? Is it... I thought they already used this, the windsocks.
Maybe it's a multi-hint?
That would be something. All right, Jakazam has pried open the box for the 4th plus shape, so now they are tied. A knife is usually good for something.
Yeah.
I think this knife has got to go somewhere weird. Like right here? Nope. I mean, prying out the thing in the skull made a lot of sense. Oh, you cut out the thing on the left inside the pink house. Okay.
What?
And the symbols fall out to give you the order that go in this rock. The
Got a
ladle.
ladle.
Oh, that spoons out this stuff. And that's all 6 plus shapes.
Get some kind of poison?
Solution. All right,
There's
there's
the
the very obvious solution to the color clue. Yeah, I've seen a knife cut like 50 different objects in these games at this point. That was the first time I've seen it cut some kind of like ornamental plaque off a wall.
Hold up, 2 crowns? And apparently we just have bone solvent. Okay.
There's all the crowns. There's the solution to that ring of colors clue. So now those become swappable. I assume, yeah. Now, you probably can only swap one at a time? Yeah, Jakazam, I think, made this mistake of not trying to do this and was swapping one by one when she didn't have to. Or maybe that was Jal, I forget. I'm guilty of mixing the two of them up.
I'm pretty sure it was Jakazam.
So it was nice sort of testing that, but no, indeed, you do have to go one by one.
Was it Joe? I'm losing it, man. I'm tired.
Not or Jal just wants to say Jal, which is fair.
Yeah, good name. All right.
How does the knife just cut a circle out of the wall? You're asking the wrong questions.
7 minutes in, we finally set the goal.
All right, there's a 8-directional clue for this thing.
I have to confess, I've seen every match that we've streamed of this within the span of like an hour and a half last night, so I'm gonna be a little bit fuzzy on remembering what matches did what.
Wow, that was a pretty strange sequence. There was like some awkward pauses in the middle. Right, left, pause. Left, right, pause. Okay. And that's the cluing the heights of the puzzle that MarshMaster's looking at right now.
Alright.
They all go in as green, okay.
That's too violent, Pence. You're not allowed to actually affect living creatures.
Here's the last 4 levers. The sheep family is free.
Jakazam takes it with the jolly escape of 754.
MarshMaster just done in by this knife. That's all it was. Just one strange interaction.
I'm trying to cut coconuts, robots.
The really weird thing about this was I'm pretty sure you don't zoom in on that thing on the wall. Like, I think you have to do it from this screen, which is rare, but a thing that happens sometimes. So Jakazam is going to be winning now 2-0, moves on in the bracket to face the winner of Sir Nico versus Aaron Doby, which I think is going to be a good match. They're both quite good. Yeah, just like the hockey stick in the throne room.
Sorry, your knife isn't coated in bone solvent.
It's always frustrating when you have a really, like, kind of powerful tool, like a crowbar or a big knife, and you're like, I could use this in like 50 different ways to get out of this situation right now, but the game only wants one, and it's usually the worst option.
Cut the windsock? No, it's not a thing.
Okay,
So we're gonna stick. Go ahead.
you gotta use like bone solvent to get to the key, right? But that begs the question: how did the key get into the skull?
They ate it, and then they died.
You
What?
you heat up the key, and then you jam it in there, and then you chill it so it expands and gets
Oh, it's like
wedged
one
in.
of those like steel ball in a wooden cage.
Yeah.
Oh, so I got it. I got it. So what they did was they put the key in the skull, then they used flex tape and just layered it on the ground. That's why you can't just pick up the skull.
Oh, there's an opening on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So in theory, if you had a shovel or like some sort of sharp object that you could use to carve away bits of the land, you could, in theory, get that key.
Like cut the tape or something.
Marsh interacting with the circle in the top left in the greenhouse has got me hopeful. I'll think about the circle in the top left of the pink house. But you never know. Like it could be 10 minutes before Marsh thinks to try this.
What am I missing here?
Overall, this was pretty well played by Jakazam. Didn't really get too stuck on much of anything. And a couple of things were definitely like easy to get stuck on, but
I can pull
Just
Jakazam in, by the way. Well, I can't.
yeah, let's do that.
How you doing, Jack?
Hello, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Whenever I'm watching these jolly races, how do you think you did?
I I felt like I did all right. I think I could have done better. The second game in particular, when I right-clicked and my item disappeared, I panicked a bit.
Wow, I missed that one. When was
Yeah, I
that?
had to restart the game. That was when I said whoops.
I thought you accidentally closed the game, and that was the mistake.
No,
Wow.
no. Thankfully, it had the continue button, and continuing did bring my item back into the inventory. But yeah, whatever that steel thing was for opening the box, I had it selected and accidentally tapped right click, and then it was just gone.
You just vanished it. You gave us a heart attack hovering over the new game button for a little bit before hitting continue.
You just wanted us to sweat, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot that there were continues at all, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna quick restart. I'm only like 2 minutes into this, and I know where the things are, so it'll be quick to get back there at least. But yeah. Thankfully, continues are a thing.
I'm trying to remember what the first game even was. I guess it all came down to New Year.
Yeah.
Oh, that was what it was? It was New Year that Marsh got stuck on?
Just didn't realize that they spelled January until Marsh had restarted, done everything they already did before, looked at it, and just started typing out January. That's when the ellipses started happening.
Oh no.
Solved the puzzle, and then put another ellipsis. It was right there.
Yeah, I tried to put in New Year and didn't have the letters for it, and I was like, oh, it's January 1st then. Okay.
So now, Marsh with some tangible progress.
Ooh, the knife took me forever to figure out on this one.
Yeah. Well, then it took MarshMaster forever and a half to find. That was that was probably the single hardest thing about this one, I would guess.
Yeah, that was probably the hardest thing to find, was where to use that knife, because it's not standard even by Jolly Escape standards.
Yeah. I mean, knives are used in all kinds of ways in these games, but to like get into a panel on a wall like that wasn't cardboard or papered over, or I don't know. Yeah, it was definitely strange.
Yeah, if it was something that you could like zoom in on, maybe, but the fact that you couldn't made it a bit hard to find. Alright, Marsha's got this wrapped up.
Just needs to figure out that you can use the bone solvents on the skull. There we go.
Just evaporates the whole skull.
Well, yeah.
Jakazam, did the fact that your mission was to rescue an entire family of sheep embolden your efforts to solve these puzzles?
Oh, absolutely. It's much more important than finding the boy's wallet. I mean, this is a family of sheep. He could make more money. It's fine.
So now, here's a question. Who do you think is causing all this mischief, Jack?
I don't want to spoil it. I'm sorry, I know who it is, and I can't spoil it for you.
She knows. Well, that's ominous. That's a much more ominous an answer than I was expecting. Sometimes the lore tells you. It's like, hey, some pricks did this, or some evil businessmen did that. And then sometimes
this is a worldwide conspiracy.
Maybe. I've got a corkboard with a lot of red string on it, trying to piece this all together.
Let me tell you about Pipe of Sylvan.
Oh yeah, this right-left sequence was a little strange because there are some kind of pauses in the sequence. It makes it difficult to tell when it's kind of starting and stopping.
Yeah, it was a little bit weird.
Well, that was pretty quickly done by Marsh. On to the final puzzle. Well, Jakazam, you're moving on in the Jolly Escape Tournament. You're into Winners 3 to face the winner of Sir Nico versus Aaron Doby.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good about my chances on that one.
They're both pretty good, but you're pretty good too. These are some pretty good times. Like you know, you weren't perfect or whatever, but there was only like a hiccup or whatever on one or two things.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It'll be a good game for sure. Good match.
There go the final levers for Marshmaster, the Jolly Escape.
The time of 17:18.
I was gonna say, Jakazam, do you want to plug your stream? Because we got a big raid, and I was like, oh, there's a bunch of people here where you can be like, you know, here's where you can find me. And then I realized they came from Brosentia's stream, where you were just earlier competing.
Yep, that's though I won't be doing that anymore this year because I'm out. Thanks, Alpha.